When you get to this page, there are going to be some sites you can visit. So here's a site, and then here's a slideshow that will help you on the next couple pages. So let's just go ahead and look and see what's happening on those pages. My Chromebook's moving a little bit slow today, so you'll just have to bear with me. So here we have convergent boundaries. Now this one has been colored for you, and here's the color key for you to know which areas like the oceanic crust or the lithosphere. And what you're going to do is use these same color coding colors on this side. So here's a convergent boundary that occurs on land, and here's one that occurs at the sea. So you're going to be moving, you're going to drag and drop these labels to the correct location in the cross section of the earth to describe this convergent boundary. Now, convergent boundaries are destructive. That means crust is destroyed. So right here we can see some crust is being destroyed while this continental crust and this continental crust meet. And the result of that would be these mountains. So you're going to be moving. I have some arrows already in there, but these are the things that you're going to be moving up into the right location. Now remember, anytime you have boundaries coming together like this, you're going to expect earthquakes. So just pick a spot here where you think it'd be most likely for an earthquake to occur. Okay, over here on the convergent boundary, that is ocean, which means an oceanic crust meets an oceanic crust. You need to color and use this code, but there are going to be different features that are visible in this type of convergent boundary. Now remember, you took notes, so you should be able to use your notes, your handwritten notes from level 2 to help you with this section. Let's go ahead and look at the next slide. Again, my slides are moving a little bit slow. Here we go. So there's no sim. Now on the other page I showed you where there were some links, some of those are simulations. So you can watch this video to learn more about convergent boundaries. It's kind of peeking over here. Again, you're going to color code. So this is an oceanic crust meeting a continental crust. So what kind of features would you expect to see? You're going to be dragging these up to the right location after you do your color coding. Also, these arrows should be put in the appropriate places. Now our notebook is divided, so on this side of the notebook, we have a divergent boundary. Divergent boundary means that the layers are pulling apart. Now right here we have a continental crust and a continental crust. When that happens, what are you gonna see? Well, most likely earthquakes, rift valleys, and then new crust is forming. So because of that, divergent boundaries are called constructive, where new crust is being made. Let's see what's on our next slide. And again, your notes that you took on Tuesday and Wednesday are really going to help you with this. Again, you're going to color code. There is a video here on this page you can watch. Here we have a divergent boundary that occurs under the sea. So what is going to happen at that location? And you're going to be dragging, dropping, and you're going to be color coding and adding arrows. Finally, we have our transform boundary. Now, these boundaries can happen under the ocean or on land. And essentially, no crust is formed or destroyed. So, transform boundaries are neither constructive or destructive. And you're definitely going to have a lot of earthquakes happening in this region. So, as far as like the creation of new seafloor, remember we're not creating anything, or subduction zones, we're not going to see those because we're not destroying anything.